Hello and welcome back to Fandom Fridays, where we proceed to check out all the pony fics that are not pony related. Why? Well, today is Black Friday after all, and I think you guys would rather listen to me read you guys a couple of stories than to go out there in the war zone. As for me, well, I'm right now hidden underneath a secret hidden bunker, protected by vast amounts of technology and armaments. Make sure that I continue to give you the stories that you demand, the stories that you want. And RPC, you lover, what are you doing in my bunker and instead of this bed? Was it so totally not a bed that I decided to convert it to a bunker? Mind you. um, I mean,
Are you're trying to get out of your duties?
no, what I'm doing is trying to hide from Black Friday. Fine, 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 fine. Well, I've had a miserable fanfic lately. This makes the second bad shipfic I've read with Sonic in it. Yeah, while you guys might not know, sometimes I do read fanfics beforehand, and this one I kind of read, A Rose and a Thorn, and it was not pleasant. It just brings to mind so many reasons why I hate the Sun Amy ship. Why I utterly despise it. It's so painful to sit through, really. So you might be wondering, okay, if you hate the Sun Amy ship, then why do you prefer the Sun Alley ship then? I'm glad you asked. And to answer that question, like I do with most things, we bring you to fanfics. And luckily, I happen to have one from my past that I quite enjoyed, and I do believe it'll probably show you just exactly why I prefer Sonali over Sonami. Well, join us, won't you, as we present to you a fanfic called Perfect Sunset. Okay, so instead of seeing the mirror and deciding she wants to go Alicorn and go Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, Sunset suddenly decides that's her potential and decides to stay with Celestia. At one point, Celestia also finds Twilight after the rain boom happens, and Celestia takes in Twilight, keeping both of them. Sunset at first is a little jealous of the new student, but soon warms up to her, seeing little Twilight as her little sister. Well, soon the longest night ever happens, but instead of what? What? It's called A Perfect Sunset, and I'm giving Sunset the perfect story. Okay, you tell Sunset over there you don't want to give her a perfect story. Jerk. Join us, won't you, as we here at the Terryberry Memorial Library and proud to present Perfect Sunset by Sonic Dust. Perfect Sunset by Sonic Dust. Chapter 1, only chapter. Okay, ducking off point for having fanfic all the way on the side of the screen. You know, I don't even know how you do that on Microsoft Word or Google Docs, since they always keep it to the left. They just summarize the screen. How do they even do that? It never happens with my word processor. Sonic was having a rough day. He had failed to take out a power plant and almost got himself caught in the process. To make things worse, he had forgotten to take Tails fishing. And by the time he remembered, Tails didn't feel like going anymore. He apologized, but he still didn't want to go. As the sun was setting over the trees, he was laying on his stomach on a tree branch, watching the stream below make its way into the distance. Once in a while, he would snap off a twig and let it fall into the water, following it with his eyes until he couldn't see it any longer. Eventually, he got bored with that, and decided to just enjoy the sunset, hi, as much as he could. Sonic! A voice called. He looked down to see a familiar reddish-brown mop. It was Princess Sally, searching for him in the dim light of dusk. It's almost curfew. Where are you? Up here, Sal. Sally looked up, searching for him. After a moment, she spotted his blue spines. Oh, there you are. What are you doing up there? Holding a pity party, he said with a sigh. Want to join me? The young squirrel fingered her blue vest. Am I dressed for the occasion? Sonic chuckled lightly. Yeah. Come on up. We got a while. She climbed up the narrow trunk. Sonic sat up so she could sit next to him. She popped down with a bump. Ah! She said, smiling. Haven't had a chance to rest all day. She looked out at Sonic's thoughtful face, her own brow furrowed. Hey, what's wrong, Sonic? Sonic smiled wanly. My own face betrays me. His smile faded as he watched the sun sink below the horizon. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really all I'm cracked up to be. When I do stupid stuff like I did today, I just want to cash it all in, you know. Hang up my stakes and let somebody else be the hero. He looked over at her. You ever feel that way, Sal? No, never, she said, rolling her eyes. Sonic, I don't think there's ever been a day when I didn't once wish I wasn't the princess. So much rides on your shoulders, and you never get much credit for all your hard work. But you get all the blame when something goes wrong. She didn't smile. Then I think about it this way. If I wasn't here, I wouldn't have done the things I've done, Sonic. You have done so much for us. You should never doubt whether or not you matter. Without you, planting explosives, spin dancing SWAT bots, rescuing Mobians, I know Robotnik would have finished off Mobius long ago. I don't think we could survive without you. She turned her attention to the setting sun. Sonic smiled. She looked unbelievably pretty in the remaining sunlight. Her bright blue eyes half closed with contentment. Soft auburn hair blowing in the light breeze. A smile twisted into a sort of half frown. Something had been tugging at his heart for quite some time, and he figured now was as good a time as any to figure it out. Sally? He began nervously. There's something I've been wondering. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Her eyebrows arched inquisitively. Yes? It took Sonic a moment to continue. What would you do without me? That question caught her by surprise, since he didn't answer. He swallowed, trying to ignore the knot in her stomach. I've just been wondering. Well, I know we've been friends for a long time, but how far does our friendship go? She could hear her breath come a bit faster. Sonic, what are you asking? Oh, I'm not good at this kind of stuff, he said, staring at his shoes. If he looked at her, he'd probably lose his nerve. For a few years now, I've felt something for you. It's like I hate to say goodbye to you, more than I do any of my other friends. I worry about you when you go off missions, and I sound like a moron. Raised a quick glance at Sally, who was staring at him, a look of anxiousness on her face, twirling her hair. When she looked, she quietly cast her gaze down, brushing her bangs out of her eyes. Her breathing was heavier now. No, Sonic, I felt... I'm not really sure what, but you're the only person I feel these things with. It's kind of... Well, my stomach does calisthenics, and I feel like I weigh nothing at all. I feel better just from seeing you. Yeah, me too, he still said, staring at his shoes. I don't know what to think about it, really, but I don't want it to stop. She scooted closer to him. Sonic, you don't think... are we... Am I... Realizing the dawn on his face, he turned to her, look into her deep eyes, and saw she was nervous, scared and exhilarated as he was. Sally. They stayed that way for a moment. They slowly embraced each other, eyes still wide with shock and amazement. After all this time, I can't believe it. I finally found out we... Sonic couldn't finish. Tears welled up in his eyes. Oh, Sal. This is so crazy, she gasped. Why didn't we see it before? You and I... Still in each other's arms, they turned to look at the rapidly disappearing shining spear, casting shades of orange and violet into the approaching night sky. So perfect, Sonic said, gently stroking Sally's back with his right hand. The golden sunset, your warm touch, the smell of your hair. I could almost swear we've always been here like this, she said, choking her joyful tears. And I think we always will be. Then, the final ray of the beautiful night faded away, leaving them under the stars for all eternity. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I kind of proved. I think this said more about how to put Sonic into a relationship more than the entire length of the Final Destination fic and the entirety of A Rose and a Thorn. Because, well, look. Do you see Sally forcing Sonic to abandon his hero's ways? No. Do you see Sally telling Sonic, you know what, you're right, you don't matter, you should stop being a hero? No. Do you see Sally hearing Sonic say all this and saying, yeah, you should give up, don't try to help anybody? No. Do you see Sal looking at Sonic trying to say, you know what, don't be a hero, heroes are lonely? No. What we see is what a relationship should be. Support, caring, and kind to one another. That's what I find a lot more Sonic fics and stories with Sonic and Sally's relationship than I ever do with Son Amy. 9 times out of 10, whenever I read a Son Amy fic, it's usually, please Sonic, don't be a hero, stay with me.
Okay, baby.
Or, Amy, I want to give up everything to be with you. I want to give up heroism. I want to give up bravery. I want to give up justice.
Just let me be with you.
Okay, Sonic. Amy keeps being this controlling little wench. But, maybe I'm wrong. Listen, guys who watch this show, please, if you can find a fic where Amy is as supportive of Sonic as Sally is here, or cares about Sonic and his heroism, if she doesn't try to control him, and Amy is at the appropriate age, and Amy doesn't want to control Sonic or force him into a life that he doesn't want, then send it to me. Send it to me, and I will gladly read it. I will gladly be okay with that Son Amy ship. Alright, if you can actually find a decent Son Amy ship fic out there, then I will be happy. Okay, please, give it to me. I will be ever happy. Rest of the story, pretty cool. Good. Short, sweet, to the point. Sonic's in character, Sally's in character. We see that dreaded character development thing that... I'm sorry, my two plushies of Sonic and Sally are busy nuzzling to each other. Anyway, character development thing that Sega seems so afraid of. Sonic has his personality thing that Sega is always afraid to give Sonic. Mainly because it's a satire. The story is written competently and things move. See, I can do short stories. And I do enjoy it once in a while. Well, there was one down. Thousands more to go. I was glad to take a nice little short story break after doing the awesomeness that is during the Ascension. Sometimes you need a little short story once in a while to relax. I'll see you all next time.